What's going on, guys? Tech with Obed here. So we have the auction results. Um, this map is T-Mobile's map where they brought some of the spectrum from auction 110 and some from 107, I believe. So T-Mobile, bidded conservatively here, as we kind of see with the auction results that I have here. Um, Not too much. Now in the dark blue, you're gonna see where the demand was really high, and then the lighter shade of blues, the demand is not as high. So, as you can see here, they brought a lot of some of it on the East Coast, some in the Midwest, some places, and a lot on the West Coast, as you can see here, and in other places. So T-Mobile technically does not need to deploy the spectrum now. They do have a lot of spectrum on air. I think they really brought this spectrum just because the demand for home internet is going to skyrocket like crazy. So it's easier to kind of just throw spectrum at the network than just file a permit for a small cell or a tower, because that could take um I'd say over a year to kind of get approved, sometimes even two, because of what's happening. um some places there's a backlog of permits that haven't been approved yet in some um city ordinances in the country. So T-Mobile was keeping that in mind. So for the time being, it might be easier for T-Mobile just to excuse me, guys, throw spectrum at the network than just you know um, file for permit. Now they really do need to densify. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. The T-Mobile needs to continue to densify, especially with the Sprint keep sites and the other projects they have in place, and also. We the capex needs to go up as well. That's my number one concern is the capex. They cannot go from 12 billion to 9 billion. That is very concerning. Um, what Verizon, AT&T can do is spend, and they can outspend T-Mobile if they feel threatened. They will do that. So the name of the game is money. So if T-Mobile doesn't have that, then all this spectrum they brought is just meaningless. Like, yeah, it's gonna help them in a significant way for sure, but as Verizon, AT&T are still continue to densify, not as maybe not as much as AT&T, but they're still densifying. So and and with the money pockets, AT&T and Verizon have, if T-Mobile spends 9 billion, I don't see what they can really do, especially in rural America with 9 billion. For T-Mobile to make a significant impact, I think, and in my opinion, I kind of said this, they need to spend 15 to 16 billion, maybe even 17, 18, just to really put a dent um, into how many towers and small cells they can deploy, um, and to expedite the process. So with that being said, I really hope not Verizon, but T-Mobile generally does not, build these um, spectrum assets that they got separately, because the 110 and the 107 spectrum are two different spectrums, so they're gonna need different radios. So I hope they don't build this out separately, because that's extra money they don't need to spend, and you have to pay the tower climbers um, and then pay to upgrade the backhaul and stuff. That's extra money they don't need to be spending. So I think they just need to wait out maybe a year or two to kind of deploy the spectrum, because they really don't need it right now until some of the suppliers have like the dual band radios where they can deploy the spectrum at the same time, so they don't have to go back to the tower twice, because that would be inefficient in my opinion, for them to go and do that twice. So I hope you know T-Mobile does the right thing here and is actually playing smart and how they kind of go by this. But so far, this is good. What T-Mobile did, they bid it conservatively. They didn't need to spend a lot. They spent like 3 billion. I think they could have been spending 3 billion on other things like security and protecting customers' information, because that has been an issue for them the past couple of years. So it is what it is. But T-Mobile did what they did here. But let me know what you guys think about this. Other than that, guys, subscribe to the channel, follow my Twitter. I'm going to start posting the videos there, which I've already started doing. So follow me at Tech with Obed. Tech with Obed, you can follow me on Twitter. Other than that, guys, appreciate you guys for watching. Other than that, let me see you guys in the next one. Peace.